right, thank you, Melissa. Japan's central bank has pumped 184 billion yen worth into money markets to protect its fragile economy. That was earlier this week as the Nikkei plunged. Now, here in the U.S., quantitative easing set to expire in June, but could Ben Bernanke be forced to institute QE3, perhaps to help keep Japan and the rest of the world stable? Joining us now is David Rare, business management and politics professor at George Washington University, and Krystal, Democratic strategist. All right, David, you first. Does the Japanese tragedy force Bernanke into pumping more in a QE3?
Right. Well, yesterday when the Federal Reserve Board met, they said we got to do it because of Japan. But
do what? They didn't say any such thing. They never mentioned Japan.
No, they're going to continue to do the $600 billion
QE2.
QE2. Right. And that's going to continue. The problem is Fed policy matters less because we have a confidence problem in business in America. And I think people are so uncertain about the future. The Fed's putting money into the market, but business isn't investing. People aren't.
So is that a yes or no on QE3? Will they or won't they?
I think they'll continue to do it.
So there will be a QE3.
Yes,
Krystal, what do you think? And let me just add to this. Domestic inflation pressures seem to be rising in the U.S.
Right.
Yesterday, import prices through the weak dollar up 5.5% year on year. A huge producer price number at wholesale also up about 5.5% year on year. Can Bernanke afford to ignore the domestic inflation pressures?
Well, and I think what we saw yesterday in the statement from the Fed was both they said that the economy's on firmer footing, so that was a good sign, and they did sound a very small cautionary bell on inflation. So to me, that says there won't be QE3, but I'm going to be, although my name is Krystal, I'm going to be very, very humble about making any predictions because there is so much uncertainty. Japan is just one more big piece, big question mark, and anytime traders are looking at Geiger counters, I start getting a little nervous.
Well, of course, I agree with you, but David, I want to ask you, look, up to now, what do you think the impact of Japan will be on the U.S. economy? That really is the question that no one has answered yet.
Well, I think it further escalates the uncertainty question. Right. Yesterday, there was a panic about nuclear energy. We're having congressional hearings on the future of nuclear energy in America that will lead to higher energy costs. We've got to have some sort of leadership in Washington from the president and from Congress saying we're going to fix our house. There's a whole fiscal question out there which is causing business to hold back. We have $1.2 trillion in cash in corporations and no one's investing it.
Last word, Krystal.
Japan makes up 5% of our exports. Analysts are saying it's only 0.1 to 0.2% off of global growth for the year. So that's not the issue. The question is, how are people going to react? How are investors going to react? And we do have that. We've got oil prices. We've got domestic fiscal issues. So it's a big question.
So you're saying no QE3, and you're saying yes QE3. The Democrat is for hard money. The Republican is for easy money. I just love it. I'm Larry Kudlow. Many thanks to David Rare and Krystal. We appreciate it.
Thank you.